What's going on, guys? This is your boy Astrum Sensei and welcome back to the second part of creating our own third-person 3D platformer, which is based on Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot. In today's video, we are going to be adding the jumping animation so that we can jump and fall. If you are new to my channel, make sure that you check out all of my content. I have a third-person action RPG series, I have a beginner series, and before we get started, don't forget to like the video, which would really help motivate me. So yeah, let us get started. So the first thing we want to do is we want to get a jumping animation from mixamo.com, but over here we have one jumping animation which contains the landing, the jumping like the jump start, and the middle part which is like the loop. So what we want to do is we are going to check out how the animation inside of the mannequin is structured. So over here we have jump loop, jump start, and jump end, and we are going to have to download the animation in 3 parts so that we can do the same. So this is the jump start. We are going to download one based on this. So if you go here to mixamo.com and you refresh, because you know it does not work properly with Firefox, you should be able to see in the animation settings here that you can trim your animations however you want. We are going to do that. There is one thing, I'm actually torn between choosing this animation and this one. This one is more suited for running, while this one is for, you know, standard jumping. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one for now, and I'm going to give it a try. And then if it does not look good, I will replace it later when I'm not recording this video. So yeah, for now I'm going to go with this one. And for the trim, I want to trim it so that it only starts, like it's only the jump start. If you go back to your Unreal project and take a look at this one, you can see the way it looks. So if you pause it, you should see that it starts when he's on the ground, then he jumps and he does not really fall. So yeah, it jumps to the looping part. So we are gonna do that in mixamo.com, and of course it's probably, oh wait, it didn't glitch, perfect. Let's pause and take a look. So this is when it starts, and then it starts, and then he lifts his legs up, and then he falls, and I want there to be like a long loop part, so it's gonna be probably this one. You know, it starts from the end to the start, then it repeats like this while he is falling. If we go to the trim here and make it -50, where does it start? I think it does not, yeah, it's not good, so we're just gonna have to go with 0, from 0 to 45, and then from 45 to wherever your loop is, and then the end part. For this, I'm just gonna download without skin and hit download, and then save the file. Then we are gonna move this one to the 45 mark, which is like where the first animation ended, and then we are gonna choose the looping part. I'm gonna make it a little bit before 45. I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out, but yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. But before I download it, I want to put it in a folder, which is the animations folder, and I'm gonna rename it so that they don't get, you know, lost. I'm gonna call this jump start, and download the second one, and we are going to call it jump loop. And then we are going to need the third one, which is going to start from 64 to wherever it ends. So go to 64, and if you pause it and play it slowly, you can see that when he drops down, he jumps again, which is a problem. We don't want that. So I think I made it way too much. I think it stops at 100. Yeah, it's fine like this. Or if you hit reset, you can see the way it was before. So it was 100. I'm just going to choose the start to be 64, and then hit download without skin and download. And then you want to save the file and put it here and rename it, same as the other two. And yeah, that's it for Mixamo. We're not going to need it anymore for now. So this part, jump, end, and then we are going to import the 3 of them into Unreal Engine 4. So yeah. Just place them like this. Oh no, not this folder. Cancel. In the Chibi Boy animations folder. Then you want to open this and place them like this. Choose the Chibi Boy as the skeleton and then import all. And there you go, you have them here. Now we are gonna have to copy or replicate the animation blueprint of the third person mannequin. So I'm just gonna keep it here and we are gonna open the animation blueprint of our cute Chibi Boy. So if you go to the characters, Chibi Boy, animations and MVP, it's over here. I'm just gonna place it like this. And over here we made this as a shortcut. I'm just gonna disconnect it and create a new state machine. So just type in state machine, add new state machine, which is gonna be called default. So I'm just gonna call it default. And we are gonna connect it to the output bus. Inside of here, we should have entry, which is where we add our animations. For the first one, we are gonna add a new state, which is gonna be called idle/run. And we should enter here and add in our blend space. So if you go back to the beginning here, this is the one where we added in the first video. We just dragged the animation blend space into the animation blueprint and added the speed variable as the speed here. And yeah, just add it to the idle run state and it should work fine. If you compile, it should work again, same as before. Then you wanna drag out of here from the edge and just place a new node here, add a state, which is gonna be called jump start. And we are also gonna create one here, which is gonna be called jump end, or no, I didn't, yeah. Add state here, jump end. And from here, we are gonna drag out one and we are gonna call it jump loop and connect the jump loop to the jump end, and that way it's like a circle. Now we are gonna go inside of the jump start and we are gonna just play the jump start animation. So we are gonna just drag it here, jump start, and should be good to go. Of course, we still have an issue, which is we didn't add a condition. That's why we're having compiler results. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it like this, then connect it without compiling. Then we have the jump loop. We are also gonna add the jump loop here. So yeah, just drag it in and connect it to the output and it should be fine. Sorry, this is way too small. Yeah. Then we have the jump end. We are also gonna add it. So just drag it in and connect it like this. And then when we go back, we need to tell it when to transition between all of those animations. And the way to do that is by clicking on this arrow. And this is where you can add in your condition for playing the animation. So the condition for this one is going to be the variable we created in the previous video, which checks if we are falling or if we are in the air. So just get is in air and add it like this. Now for the jump loop, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. So for it, we are going to go inside and we are going to check for a float. So if we check the float is less than a float, the above float is going to be the time remaining of the jump start animation. So if you type in just jump start or whatever your animation is called, you have the time remaining ratio jump start, and this one tells you like to check. Actually, no, we don't need it with the ratio. Just type in jump start. Yeah, time remaining jump start. And this one checks how much time is remaining for this animation to finish. And when it finishes, yeah, we're gonna do it with 0.1. And yeah, when it's right before it finishes or when it finishes, we will play this loop animation, and then we have the jump loop to the jump end. We are also gonna have to change that, and the way to do that is we are gonna check if we are in the air, but no, we're not gonna check if we are in the air. We're gonna check if we are not in the air, and if we are not, we want to play the jump end or the landing animation. And then when that happens, we play the landing animation. We want to transition back to the idle animation. So I made a mistake here. I connected this one like this. That's a big mistake. We don't want it. We are gonna remove it by pressing Alt and hitting this one. Wait, why is that not working? Oh my god, sorry. Yeah, this one, just press on it and hit delete, and it should be like this. Then we are gonna double click on it, and we should be able to add a condition here, which is gonna be the same as the other one, but it's gonna be a little bit different. So you want to get float less than float, which is also 0.1, and then we are gonna type in jump end. So yeah, we get the time remaining of the jump end, and that way, you know, it plays when the time for jump end, the time remaining for the jump end is less than 0.1. And if we hit compile, I think it should work right now. So if you go back to the event graph, yeah, we don't have any issues here. So the last thing remaining is to add the jumping to the character itself, because we still don't have an input for jumping. So you want to go to the project settings and you want to add an input for the jumping. I already have that since I started with the template. Jumping is spacebar for me, but if you don't have it, just press the plus button and add a spacebar or whatever you want your jumping button to be. Then you want to go to the blueprints, the BP base. Over here, we should have like a lot of space for the jumping. So just type in jump and action event jump, which is when you press the jump button. What you want to do is you want to jump, and when you release, you want to stop jumping, but yeah, let's not add that right now. Now, if we hit compile and play, it should work. But the looping animation is very bad, so we are gonna have to fix that now. Okay, so I found out what the problem is. If you go inside of the anim graph, if you go to the jump start and you select the animation, there should be loop animation here. You want to go and deactivate that so that it does not loop. You want to also do the same for the jump end, so we don't want it to loop. And we also want to check out the jump loop. This is the one we want to keep it looping, so yeah, don't mess with it. I also made the play rate much smaller so that, you know, it plays properly. So yeah, because it looks very ugly and it does not truly loop. So yeah, if you have like good assets, it should not be a problem. But if you hit play now and jump, it should work. And yeah, you can see that we have now a jumping animation, and we can loop, and we have a falling animation also, and it has no snapping and no issues whatsoever. So now what we are gonna do is we are gonna go to the BP base again, and for now we are gonna work on improving jumping. So if you go to the character movement, you should have here the part where it says gravity scale. I'm gonna make it 2. You know, instead of the gravity scale, what you can do is change the mass. So right now the character is heavier than before, but if we don't want to do that, just put back the gravity scale to 1 and change the mass to 500 instead of 100. And it's still a little bit, I don't know, I don't like it. So I'm just gonna put it back to 100 and change this one to 2, or I don't know, 1.5. Next we have the jump Z velocity, which is, where is it? Yeah, it's over here. Jump Z velocity. I'm gonna make it higher, so we are gonna be able to jump 700. And we also want to change the air control to be, I don't know, something like 1 instead of 0.5 or 0.05. And what else do we have? Yeah, the gravity scale, I think I'm gonna make it 2. Let's just give it a try, like this. Yeah, better than before, much better. And you have air control, which is like something very common in platformer games. So right now, you have like the jumping part almost done. For the gravity, no, not the gravity. We want to change the air control to 3 instead of 1 and give it a try. Yeah, I like it like this. So, for example, if you have like this part and you... Oh my god, lighting needs to be rebuilt, of course. Yeah, we are just gonna copy it a lot and pretend that this is, you know, our platformer level. And yeah, now we have jumping, so we can like jump between all of these platforms. So I'm just copying them. And we're also gonna delete the ground and put the player start above this. Like this. And now you have jumping, which is like not as floaty as the normal template, but it's also still good. And yeah, you can just adjust it based on the way you want, and when we fall, we die. I don't know, why did we die? We're not supposed to. I think we're supposed to like keep falling forever. I think it's something based on the example level, but whatever. I'm just gonna delete some of this stuff here. We don't need it anymore. Yeah, this is fine the way it is. Also, this one needs to be rotated to be the opposite, so like this. Also, one more thing I want to check out is inside of the BP base, there should be a double jump button. So if you go to the BP base self and type in jump, you should have some options. So you have jump max hold time. If you go to 0.2 and hit play, you should be able to jump higher when you have the jump button held. Oh, it does not work. So the way to make it work is you want to add to the input action jump here when you release stop jumping, and that way the hold should work. And of course comment on them, call them jump. Now yeah, if you go back here, you should be able to make this work. Also, the jump max hold time, or sorry, the jump max count, we can add in as many jumps as we want. So I'm gonna make it have a double jump for now, and if you hit play, you should be able to double jump. And when you hold the jump button, yeah, it still does not work. I think it needs to be like, I don't know, let's just try it at 3 seconds. Yeah, it works, but you need to sacrifice the jump Z velocity for it. So I'm just gonna make it like 1 second and add in like more gravity to it. So yeah, if you add in like a gravity scale of 5 and hit play, whoops. Yeah, it's fine for now. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's kind of like a jetpack. I don't like it, so we don't need it. I'm gonna make it 0.2. I think that's the perfect number for it. Yeah, it's fine. And the double jump, we are not gonna keep it because there is no animation for the second jump. It looks a little bit awkward, so we are just gonna stick with 1 jump for now. And yeah, now we have a platformer. We should be working on improving it. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you want access to more videos and more project files, make sure that you check out my Patreon, which is in the description down below. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I also want to special thank my precious patrons who are supporting all of my channel and my series. And yeah guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care and bye.